Today is 515 days. I come here to share lessons I learn, and I'm learning. I hope this doesn't support your dreams. Your goals allow you to become the person that you want to become. Last couple of days I was sharing different kind of value: integrity, respect, and today I speak about a different kind of value: responsibility. And responsibility, I truly believe, is one of the essential values. I love a lot of times people say that only through responsibility you're able to achieve success, because when you have a purpose, that means you have a responsibility. If you don't have a responsibility, you will not be able to pursue and succeed in that your purpose. Now, a lot of times nowadays people have rights, freedoms, but people do not think, okay, if people say, okay, this is my freedom, this is my right, but people do not ask, okay, what is my responsibility? Because responsibility is what matters, not rights and freedoms. Because a lot of times people do not have the rights and freedoms because they don't take ownership and responsibility of their freedoms, of their rights. Now, one thing that I really love about responsibility as well, that you are able to take ownership of it. So it means that I love the saying, what Bill Smith taught me as well in the past in one of his videos, is that it's not your fault that your parents was alcoholics. It's not your fault that someone mistreated you, but it's your damn responsibility to fix the issues that came out of it. Because you can be a victim or a victor. And again, this is your responsibility. When you take responsibility, what happened, and you take full ownership, then you're able to get out of any situation that you're in and move forward. So today I will share 8 things, 8 values that always comes with responsibility. And the first one is always accountability. Responsibility and accountability always walk together. So it means you need to be responsible for your actions. So that means when you commit to something, you need to have that responsibility. Say, I will take that accountability and responsibility together. So when you say that you will do something, you always will do it, because I have a huge sense of responsibility. Number 2 is integrity. So that means how you treat other people, how you connect with them. Because of course when you have responsibility, you will take care of other people, because you have that responsibility of yourself, of the human being. Number 3 is respect. That means of course every single person deserves respect, a basic respect, because you're able to earn this respect. Yes, we're speaking about that, but you need to have that responsibility as a human being, again, to respect other person and respect their choices, and this is your responsibility to do that. Number 4 is courage. That means that when you want to really succeed in life, you need to have a courage, and it's your responsibility, because as I said, that when you have a purpose, that means it's your responsibility to pursue that purpose. But if you want to pursue a purpose, that means you will need some courage to take actions. Because a lot of times, to do the right thing, you will need a lot of courage. Because it's easy to do the wrong thing, because everyone expects you to do the wrong thing. But the right thing, sometimes you need to have a lot of courage and a lot of responsibility. Number 5 is self-discipline. That means that when you pursue some kind of success, when you pursue something good in life, a lot of times you will need to do things day after day. There will be a lot of routine work, and it will be mundane, and of course you need to have that self-discipline to be able to perform. And again, this comes from responsibility, because when you have a deep sense of responsibility, you don't care about anything, because you will be able to pursue self-discipline because you have that huge sense of responsibility. Number 6 is empathy. That means that a lot of times people are struggling. So when you want to have a purpose in life and really help other people, you need to have empathy towards them. So that means that when you have responsibility to add value to people, you need to have empathy towards them. When you understand their station and you take ownership and responsibility to help those people. Because a lot of times people, someone's supposed to help those people. But we're not supposed to look for someone to help those people. We need to say, I'm able to help those people, and I take full ownership and responsibility to help them. Number 7 is perseverance. That's a huge one as well. So that means when you have a responsibility, as the same as the courage, that means that you need to have this huge sense of responsibility, and you're able to persevere during and through those tough days? Do you able to persevere? Because responsibility urges you to take action, and responsibility is a lot of times a leadership thing as well. Because if you want to lead, you need to take responsibility of that leadership role. And that means if you want to have that leadership role, you want to persevere, because people want to follow a person who is able to persevere during tough days as well. And number 8 is honesty. I truly believe that every single person needs to build trust. And of course, if you are responsible and you take that responsibility very deeply, you will be able to explain what's really going on, and you'll be honest about where you're at, what's going on, what you like it, what you don't like it. So that means every person deserves honesty. Sometimes I know that will be honest, it will be much more difficult to explain and share, but if you have a full scale of responsibility, you will be able to be honest and share everything what's in your heart, to make sure that people trust you because you are honest. So this is what I learned about responsibility, and I think that there's a lot of things that responsibility brings to us. And responsibility is one key value in our lives. And I think that in the future we'll share more about responsibility, because I truly believe that a lot of times a lot of things start from responsibility, because when you take that ownership and responsibility of some specific thing, then of course you bring other values and then execute, like courage, perseverance. So I hope you will choose to win, and see you tomorrow.